Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video. I don't know why. Lately, my passion in recording is kind of low. I have to be consistent though. Like for today's episode, as you know, 90s was junk wax era. I mean the early 90s. Early 90s, you can find like cheap cards all over the place, and overproduced cards from Upper Deck, Flair, Tops. It's very cheap. It's only like $1 pack, and sometimes you can get it for like 75 cents a pack. But early 90s, it was like 30 years ago. The inserts from 30 years ago now is kind of hard to get, especially in a good condition. So in this episode, I'm going to discuss like undervalued or underappreciated inserts of the junk wax era. So I'm gonna call this episode is the 90s undervalued or underappreciated inserts part 1. Since I collect Shaq, I'm gonna put all of my undervalued or underappreciated Shaq inserts during the 92 to 96. So it's a Orlando Magic era. Okay, let's start. The first one, I'd say one of the most undervalued, underappreciated insert was the 92-93 Hoops Magic All Rookies. This is a nice card from his rookie year. It's only seated at a 1 in 30 packs, so 1 in a box. You can get this nice card. You have a gold foil on the left side, and you have a Magic's take on Shaq, and as a matter of fact, Magic's takes on the 92 NBA rookies. So this is a keeper. You can still find it fairly cheap on the secondary market. So I'm gonna put it here. So I'm just gonna go to the next year. It's a 93-94 Ultra Gem City. Whenever I start collecting, I was looking for this card. It's very hard to get. It's seated at a 1 in 37 Series 2 jumbo packs. I mean, we don't even have jumbo packs in Indonesia back then. This card is very rare, for me at least, back in the days. The foil, the city foil in the background, it just blends nicely with the Shaq's Power Jam. And as you know, for foil cards, the edge is a problem. So okay, this is a 93-94 Ultra Gem City. And then next we have also another foil. It's a Power in the Key. You still can find it quite cheap, under 50 in this current market for a 30-year-old card. It's also seated in 1 in 37 Series 2 packs. Foil card, got a strong lineup. There's an MJ in it, Power in the Key. And then we have this die cut All Stars from 93-94 Upper Deck SE. This one actually is a hard card to pull, I might say. Back in the days, Upper Deck SE has like 3 different packs. One is Eastern packs. So the box and the packs were distributed to Eastern US hobby shops, and then there's a Western US hobby shops. So in each of the conference box, you can pull a die-cut All-Star. So it means like Shaq's die-cut All-Star can only be pulled from a Eastern hobby box. And likewise for the Western All-Star, you can only pull it on the Western hobby box. This is a nice card, a die-cut All-Star. And the third box was the retail. And you can pull a Behind the Glass. It was seated at a 1 in 30 packs. Another nice foil cards. So 1 in 30 packs, which means like 1 in a box. It should pull premium price since it has MJ and a lot of NBA All-Star. But since Upper Deck put a full set redemption in 1 in 360 packs, the whole set value just never took off. Because like 1 in every 10 box, you can get a full set redemption for this 15 cards of Behind the Glass. The MJ's Behind of the Glass is super nice with a with the red background. I'm going to show you here on the top right. Got it. Okay. And then next we have a Skybox Premium. It's from 94-95 center stage. Skybox Premium center stage. It's seated at a 1 in 72 packs. So 1 in every 2 box. I mean, with the limited supply of box in my hometown back then, you can't even get one. I busted a lot of packs. Got one Dikembe Mutombo center stage. Well, that's a nice card for now. But back then, whenever I pull a Dikembe, I was just like, oh my god, Dikembe Mutombo. And it was inserted in a 1 in 72 packs of Series 1 Skybox Premium. And the Series 2, there was also like another foil card that was inserted at a 1 in 72 packs. It's the Skybox Premium Revolutions. Also 1 in every 2 box. The back side, if you notice here, I'll show you. The edge is always a problem for foil cards in the 90s. So to get these foil cards in the PSA 10 or BGS 9.5 is kind of hard. Next we have Upper Deck SP Holoview die cuts. This is a hard card to pull right back in the 94, you know. It's very hard to pull. The regular version is quite okay, but the die cuts, it's seated in 1 in 75 packs with 36 players. To pull one certain player, say for example, to pull a Shaq, you have to rip 2,700 packs to get this card. It's very impossible back then to pull a Shaq, for me at least. This is a very nice card with Shaq's hologram and Sean Kemp. This is a very nice card. Next is from 95-96 Fleer franchise Future. Another good, is another super foil cards. It was seated at a 1 in 37 Series 1 pack. I was quite fortunate to get a Gem Mint 10. Actually, once I got 2 copies of the Gem Mint 10 and 1 copies of BGS 10 for this card. So this franchise Future with a nice Shaq Gem pose was always my favorite. It is still very cheap. I mean, for the ungraded one, you can get it for like maybe $5. Like I said, like so many times, the edges for foil cards is very sensitive. Put this franchise Future in the front, and then that's from the Series 1. The franchise Future is from the Fleer 95-96 Series 1. And then on the Series 2, you get a Fleer Tower of Power. It's 1 in 54 packs. I mean, heck, for the 1 in 37, it's not even 1 in a box, but this is 1 in 54. It's even harder to pull. And I would say another nice gem pose of Shaq. And then next we have a 95-96 Hoops Skyview palette. This is the parallel of base power palette. It's transparent. It's like the prequel of EX2000. See? This card was inserted in 1 in 480 Series 2 packs. So since there are just 10 player selection, to pull a Shaq, you have to literally rip 4,800 packs. I remember back in 95, this card was valued over $400, $300 to $400 I think. Now you can get it for 40 or less I think. So which means like almost, it's more than 12 boxes to get one of the Skyview palette. Then next we have a 95-96 metal scoring magnets. It's one of the early attempts of Fleer metal. It was printed on a metal-like surface with the embossed feature of the card. And the background, for me, it looks like metal that was burned in a high temperature. Fleer metal scoring magnets. It was seated in 1 in 54 Series 2 packs, and since there are only 8 player selection for scoring magnets, the value of this card, you know, just so. And then we have 95-96 Skybox Premium Meltdown. This one was seated in 1 in 54 second series jumbo packs and 1 in 42 packs of the regular packs. You see, I really like the effect here. One in 54 pack for the Shaq, you can get it quite cheap. But for a slab one, you know, it depends on the grades. For premium, you have to pay a lot of premiums. Okay, next we have next one is another Holoview die cuts. It's a SP Holoview from 95-96. It's a die cut. It's a 1 in 76 packs. So for a Shaq, you have to rip 3040 packs to get one certain player. It has a very strong selections of players, and I remember this card goes way over $500 back then, and it was just a dream just to get this. It's kind of hard to see the hologram. I'm a sucker for hologram cards too. Moving on, we have a 95-96 Ultra Rising Stars Gold. This is the gold medallion version. The regular version was seated in 1 in 37 packs, so you don't even guarantee one in every box. And the gold one is it was written that 10% of the print run was gold medallion. So since this is 1 in 37 packs, the calculated gold medallion was 1 in 370 packs is from the series 1. So to pull a Shaq is a 1 in 3,330. So it is quite hard to pull. And this is a very nice card. With the edge condition, it's kind of hard to get a gem mint copies of this card. But overall, this is a very nice card. Even for the gold medallion, you can get it for cheap now. I would say this is so undervalued and underappreciated. 95-96 Ultra Rising Stars Gold. Okay, moving on. We have a 96-97 Flair Game Breakers. It is an acetate card. It was seated in 1 in 48 Series 1 retail packs. There are 15 total players, so to pull a Shaq and Penny, you have to rip 720 packs. It's kind of hard, and it's an acetate. Then we have a 96-97 Metal Still Slamming. It has a very strong lineup. It has a nice Shaq's pose with a golden embossed slamming text and a embossed player body and an embossed ball. 1 in 72 Series 1 packs. 10 players, then automatically it's a 720 packs to pull a certain players. For Shaq, so you have to rip 720 packs. It's hard and it's cheap. The MJ is so expensive. Then we have a 96-97 Skybox Premium Larger Than Life. I have never been able to get a good pictures of this card because of the foil and everything. You're supposed to see a Shaq's face on the right side. If you see what I mean, it's very hard to see. You see that? So this one was inserted at 1 in 180 Series 1 hobby packs. With 18 card selection, it went up to a whopping 3,240 packs to pull a certain player. So this is a very hard card to pull, and I'd say it's a nice card. It's from 96-97 Skybox Premium, Larger Than Life. It is larger than life. Next we have 96-97 Ultra Court Master, another transparent acetate card. This one was seated in 1 in 180 Series 1 retail packs. 15 player selection, 900 packs odds. Tough card and undervalued and underappreciated. Then we have 96-97 Z4 Slam Cam. But this one just recently went up in price after being so cheap for a long time. This one was inserted in 1 in 240 Series 1 hobby and retail packs. 9 player selection, so it means 1 in 2,160 packs to pull a certain player slam cam. I think this is one of the last nice Shaq in Orlando Magic's uniform. And the last undervalued and underappreciated inserts of Shaq's Magic era or in the junk wax era is the 96-97 Z-Force SWAT team. It's only seated at 1 in 72 packs. I mean, Z-Force made a nice insert. The Slam Cam and the SWAT team, both in the Orlando Magic uniform. You know, Skybox Z-Force should have produced more lines. Unfortunately, they only survived for 2 seasons. The design was quite nice. Okay, that's all. So anyway, that's my first part of the 90s undervalued and underappreciated inserts. And I'm going to see you on the part 2.